welcome to Rallycross GT. My name is Kurt Dunninger, your host for today, and today we have another round 2 of Sector 7 Racing Toyota GR Cup. We have a new setup here in the Rallycross GT studios in Japan, new camera position, trying to enhance the background. Let me know in the comments if you like this new setup. Uh, Last week, well, a couple of weeks ago, we had the race in Australia. It's a very good race there for the Grid 3. A lot of action, a bit of carnage. We all love a little bit of carnage. And today we have, before the standings here, we have round 2. We are here in the Trial Mountain in reverse, is the North America GP. Sprint race today will be with GR3 cars, and the second race will be with GR2. Let's have a quick look here at the scores after round 1. So leading grid 3 we have Racing Mass 40, aka MR Racing 40 from RWB team with 59 points, followed by Sinister, the Damn Cat, Beardface, and Krulov, our top 5. Look at Beardface and Krulov equals there with 45 points, and also Sinisters and the Mad Cat equals with 53. So, and actually, in saying that, Tron Kobe and RWB Chevy also equal there with 34. So this is only the results after round 1 out of 12. Today we have round 2. Plenty to play for, but the grid seems to be quite mixed already. First race today here will be the sprint race. Trial Mountain reverse GR3 cars, where the drivers can select the car that they want. No need to worry about tires, no need to worry about fuel. We have 14 laps to go, and let's get ready to do some racing, shall we? So let me know in the chat your predictions, for the race winner here after today. Just need to turn on the controller again. And let's get ready. Pole position for Bearded Face, followed by Crown Nation, Bells and Krulov. Your top 4 is a good start there from the Porsches up front. The guys coming from the back of the grid there, using the whole length of the track. Krulov with the GTR there, jump to first, lose the position. First turn is to the left, it's a bit tight left, followed by a sharp right as well. Some changes of position with Krulov there, and the GTR able to get up front again, followed by Crown Nation, Beardface, and MR Racing, the championship leader so far, down here in P4. Smoke and Holt following very close there with his Aston Martin, rocking some nice decals there. I think his livery was broken last week, so rocking the orange, black and white. I love that livery. Back to the front here, we've seen Emma Racing sliding a little bit, losing a bit of time. Look at Smoke and Holt into the tunnel, side by side, the Lexus and the Aston Martin. Aston Martin with a better exit of the corner there. Jumps into P4. Can he get the Porsche as well? Look at the top 2 here, actually. Bearded Face managed to get the jump on Krulov before the end of the tunnel. He's up to P1. This is the first lap only of the sprint race. We still have another bunch of laps after this one. It's going to be a 14 lap sprint. If it keeps going like this, I'm gonna be out of voice again. Krulov goes a little bit too wide here in this tricky tunnel. Loses a bunch of time. Look at Crown Nation there, trying to find space on the inside. Very nice split two-color livery. Lost smoke and hold there. He's down to P6 as he comes to complete the first lap. We have Bearded Face, Crown Nation, Crew Lob side by side here. Crew Lob losing position to the two Porsches after a very good start there in the GTR. Remember, this is Group 3 car, so that GTR is rear-wheel drive only, it's not four-wheel drive. Two Porsches there. Crew Lob now under attack from the Lexus. There goes MR Racing 40. Championship leader making up the positions. Bells is trying to get in the fight, goes on the inside with the chromed Toyota Supra. Little nudge there on MR Racing. Bells up to P3, Crew Lob stays in P4. MR Racing down to P5, but he's gonna get soon attacked by Smoke and Holt again. It's top 6. Some good action going on here. Further back we have Elvis freshly in P7 with the GTR. A three-way here between Chevy, D. Walters and Estes. Three-way down, all the way down the tunnel. That's super cool. Who's gonna get out in front here? We have D. Walters with the McLaren. Managed to sneak out in front there, in front of this pack, so to speak. Where is he now? There, he's P10. I didn't see sooner, man. Don't know how he got up here. I didn't see him when I was going to the positions. Maybe he got the best of the action there. Sneaked around the outside. Made all his way up to P9. The Waters there, the McLaren in P10. Oh, a little sideways there, and Walters into the wall. Little nudge there, some damage to the rear. It's gonna cost him some precious seconds. I think King of Clubs is too far back, so D. Waters is solid in P13. Let's go back to the front. Beard Face leading with his Porsche, followed very closely by Crown Nation. I think some of the drivers changed cars between round 1 and round 2 on the GR3 category. I remember Crown Nation with the Porsche. I think I remember that. You know, in round 1. Beard Face. I don't think he had a Porsche last time. I keep saying last week, but about 2 weeks gaps, 20 weeks gaps between races. But it was like yesterday and look at that, the two Porsches side by side. Crown Nation, better exit speed, holding down the center line. He's gonna push Beard Face to the dirty side of the track. Crown Nation up to P1. Cuts the corner there, no problem, no penalties for that. There he goes. Bells with the Supra, putting up a chase. In P3. Racing with the Lexus a little bit further back, under attack from Crew Lob. These are your top 5 drivers. They're very closely packed together. It's nice to see that. Very good exit there from Crew Lob. Not close enough to attack MR Racing just yet. Maybe you can go for the last late breakers, not close enough. And to wait and fight a little bit later. Smoke and Holt. Super beautiful livery. That's the RX GT livery. Love it. That's trying to please the commentator to get some more screen time, isn't it? I know you, mate. Elvis freshly super colorful today. He's up in P7. 54.0 his lap time, but improving. Then we have the big pack here. Further back, Chevy, Suderman with the Ferrari. and Egon, 8th, 9th, and 10th. And Tron Colby. Waters and Estes. Estes all the way down here in P13. What happened to him in the Jag? He must have gotten himself in quite some trouble. We missed that. We know Estes is much quicker than this. It's 2-0 in the second lap compared to the 54 in the previous one. So definitely something happened. Of clubs here with a 2:13 in the last lap. So again, super far back, struggling a little bit. This is not an easy track. It's definitely not an easy track. We're up front. Crown Nation lost the position. We just caught here Bells with a penalty, 1 second penalty, probably from cutting corners. I don't remember where the penalty zone is, but surely he's gonna lose at least one position to Crown Nation, potentially go back to second. But Crew Lab and MR Racing, they are close enough here. I think the penalty zone is in the tunnel. Look at MR Racing on the inside. Could not confirm the overtake just yet. Crew Lab fights back. Let's see here. Yeah, Bell's got the warning there, slow down, as they come to the tunnel, so that's gonna cost him. It's a 1 second penalty, that's not gonna be pretty. He's gonna fall down to P5, I think. Gets out of the way. There's Bell's. There goes Club MR Racing. Where is Smoking Hold? Not close enough. Yeah, it doesn't have overspeed over Bell's, so safe P5. Bell holds the fastest lap of the race so far, 1:52.354. That's our benchmark for now. Championship leader pushing for positions here. Lost a little bit of distance to Krulov. Will try to get Crown Nation again. Rob had an amazing start. Kept it from P3 to P1 there before the first corner. Maybe had a bit more traction there from the standing start. But lost position again before the end of the first lap. Beard Face, fastest lap of the race, 1:51.985. Tendencies for them to get quicker because tire wear is not too bad here, and as they consume some fuel, they're just gonna get lighter, and the tire wear shouldn't be enough to make them lose too much time. There he goes, purple again as he gets into the tunnel. Club, MR Racing, love the shot. Bells, Smoking Hold, Elvis Freshly. There we go, Egon, Soonerman, D. Walters, Chevy, Estes and Tron Colby. The top 13 drivers, unfortunately we're not going to be able to get King of Clubs in that shot as well. He's got a penalty here also. But not giving up, that's the way to go. We're starting to have two packs here. Beardface leading the race by some 3 to 4 seconds over to Crown Nation. And then we have here from P7, give or take, the second pack. Well, it's more like here from P8 to P13. There's the second Elvis. He's got a bit of a gap to Smoking Hold. Smoking Hold also has a bit of a gap to Bells. Got one pack, two guys in the middle, another pack, and then one guy further back. Bells with the shiniest livery of all time. some lime green special defects in there as well. I like that. We approached the halfway point of the race, and the front left of most of the drivers. Oh, we were racing there with a half a second penalty, and the front left of these guys started to wear out. Sprint, you don't have to change tires, but you know, yeah, it's not unlimited grip. Half a second penalty, not too bad, but that's enough for Bells to get back up to P4. Can Emma Racing get into the slipstream and get a position back before the tunnel? I don't think so. It's gonna get closer. Smoke and hold, not close enough to take advantage of the slipstream. You know, I really like to this track in this layout. When you put the cloudiest of the weather, it gets quite foggy in here, and you know, there's fog at the end of the tunnel. You cannot see the braking points. It's quite cool. You guys should try it out. Back to the race here with Smoke and Hold P6, super close to Emma Racing. To the top 3 as well. Also in the same shot, Emma Racing trying to break the toll. Holt's got the outside line. The corner is to the left. It favors Emma Racing and the Lexus. Holt's in position, trying to switch a route there for Holt. Not close enough. Have to wait maybe into the tunnel. In terms of tire wear though, look at Holt is about a quarter into the front left, while Emma Race is about a third at least of wear. I don't know if it's the driving style or if it's the car. Holt seems to have an advantage there. Bell's also with a much better tire wear. Front runners, oh look at Krulov, beautiful super mint tires, the Porsches as well. So you know, we know Emma Racing is fast, or maybe it's a Lexus problem. Lexus is rubber hungry. It's keeping Holt behind for another lap at 8 out of 14. All the guys from the back, freshly coming in here with the GTR. We see the GTR from Krulov with mint tires, the McLaren as well. Wow, that's the best tire wear I've seen here so far. The Walters, another orange livery. Me gusta. Flying Fox race team. And Egon with which car is that? Is it GR? No, this is Super. Yes, I was going to say the GR Super. No, it's the BRZ. Also very good in tires. Seems to be a Lexus problem. You see an overtake here. The start-finish line. No, it's too far. It appears it's too far. Talking about the Lexus, Chevy's not doing too bad there with his tires. It's not going as fast either, but you know, in terms of tires, it's not too bad. Remember the Ferrari, still doing better than Ferrari F1 team, even though it's in P11 here. Front Kobe with the Merc. This time he's got the livery on. I had to reload the replay a few times to make sure that the liveries would load. Everybody's got their liveries on, which is cool. SSP13 with a 52.7, his best personal lap, and then a 2:02 in the last lap. Seems to be struggling here. Also, oh, we just saw King of Clubs there rubbing the wall. Back to the front, pretty much from start to finish. Beard Face with the pole position and still holding on to the lead. I think gap is about 2 seconds though to Crown Nation, so Crown Nation is able to close that slightly. Krulov P3, Bells, and Emma Racing. Oh, look at that front left. He's absolutely killing it. Oh, hold on the wall. Hold on the wall there. Picks up some damage, loses the position to Freshly. And now he's under attack. Walters with the overspeed. McLaren leaves Aston Martin behind. Are we talking about F1 here or Gran Turismo? And the Subi from Egon. Coming up close now. So 2 positions there for Holt. Tiny mistake on the start-finish straight. We'll check the standings later on. You guys can check the standings on Discord as well. Let's go back to the front of the pack. Crown Nation with the fastest lap of the race there in lap 8, 51.383. Had a 51 already before. He is flying. What's the tie wear here now for Emma Race? He's gonna have to pit on a sprint race. He's now under attack from Freshly. Look at the difference. That is shocking, man. Going to be able to make it to the finish line. Remember that this is the sprint race and the top 7 drivers will flip a position for the main race of the night or day, depends on where you are when you're watching this. Now this is some action here in the background. The Subi versus Aston Martin. Aston Martin's got the inside, but the Subi's got more than half a car in front, and he manages to go around the outside against Smoking Holt. The Subi, famous for its handling, and that's Egon up to P8. 2 Canadian drivers, P7 and P8 at the moment, so they can finish like that. I'm interested in this battle here. I'm interested in this man, the championship leader. We know he's fast, but looking at his lap times, you know, he seems to be really struggling with the rubber in the GR3 car. It could be brake balance, if I remember correctly from the rules. You can adjust brake balance with the GR3s. Could be wrong, so don't quote me on that. But something is wrong here. Coming out of the tunnel Freshly, tries to go for a move there. Just needs to bide his time. Maybe he doesn't have the intel about tire wear from his competitors. Look at their teammates, they're both from RWB. It's a team fight there. And now Freshly is holding on too much. That Walters is able to close the gap. We might change positions here. The McLaren is very good in the tires. Not the best of the exits then for Walters. He moved to the right side of the track, trying to get the best of the apex into turn 1. Walters super close, but not close enough to make a move. To wait to fight a little bit later. Lap 12 out of 14. Ooh, this is getting interesting. Look at the tire wear. Emma Racing Absolute champion. Oh, look at that. Commentator's curse. Just praising his ability to keep the car on the track. And they go into the tunnel, super close. The GTR, we know it has a very good top speed. They're gonna go bump draft here. Freshly in Waters shows his face there, puts the face in the air, but it's not close enough. Anyone going for a late braking move here? Into the corner. I think there was contact there. Certainly there was contact. Emma Racing in the wall, loses several positions. Not gonna be happy about that. Fresh, there's no damage. You cannot see any scratch in his car either. Maybe there was no contact. That is now Freshly in P5, Waters in P6, even in P7. That incident there is going to cost Emma Racing, the championship leader, several positions. He can still fight in the main race. It's going to be hard now. Lap 13 here, let's go back to the front. The Porsche duo leading pretty much from start to finish. Krylov put up a good fight there in the opening lap. But the top three is keeping their cool now with Bells. P4 also quite stable there. Freshly and Egan fighting for a spot in the top 5. It's hard to see exactly what happened, especially with some of these camera angles. The contact there, supposed contact, I don't know, the incident there where Emma Racing ended up in the wall. It was right in the blind spot. Bad camera placement. P7. Again. The tire wear on the Aston Martin as well. Pretty high tire wear, nowhere near as bad as that. Though. That is insane. I don't know exactly how much the tire wear would affect your braking in a situation like that at the end of the tunnel. Certainly the facts. I'll leave that to the stewards after the race. We'll be there trying to make a move, and he's up to P10 through the S's. Very, very nice move. Taking advantage of the lack of grip of his competitor and Suderman with the Ferrari. Side by side, he's got the outside line into turn 1. Racing managed to hold the position a little bit longer, but it's just a matter of time. We're gonna go to the front though, because this is the final lap. Beardface leading pretty much from start to finish. Go through the tunnel the last time here in the sprint race. So, one of the tunnels, there's a couple. Brown Nation Krylov, good gap there. No exchange of positions unless something catastrophic happens. Beardface just nursing it home. Right-hander in the tunnel. Opens and tightens corner, quite tricky that one. S's, and here he comes, Beardface, pole position, and he's gonna take the win here as well in the sprint race in Trial Mountain for the Toyota GR Cup. Crown Nation in P2, followed by Krylov closing into the podium. Bell's not too far back. take fourth in the Supra. Look at Freshly there, managed to ward off Egon. Takes P6 and Smoking Halt up to P7. Oh, yes. What happened to Walters? I think Walters had a penalty. Missed that. Chevy P9, Kobe P10, Suderman managed to get past Emma Racing Estes, and King of Clubs. We have the results here for you on screen. Beardface, Crownation, Krulov, Bells, Elvis, Freshly, Egon, Smoking Halt, and D. Walters. Your top 8. So Smoking Halt did finish in front. I'm not sure exactly why the cars changed position right before, like right after the finish line. That was a bit of a weird one, but that was a good race. That's the first race of the night only. We have one more to go as I prepare it here for you guys. Sorry, not here. Right, we have the feature race or main race rules for you. Is the same track, but now they are racing with the Lexus RCF GT500, the new one. That's GR2 category. If you don't know GR2, that's Japanese Super GT category. It's the equivalent to the DTM or like the Japanese NASCAR, only that they don't race ovals in here. 27 laps and yeah, a little bit more fuel consumption and tire wear. And time of day is evening 1. I don't think that makes that much of a difference. It's not too dark. Ready to race, guys? Let's get back into the broadcast. Let me know your predictions in the chat. Smoking Halt with the pole position here as they switch positions for the top 7 drivers. Halt pulling the train, followed by Egon, Freshly, Bells, Krulov, Crownation, Beardface, your top 7 drivers. Let's go up there to Smoking Halt as he comes to the S's. This is actually not in reverse, this is the normal direction of the track. A little bit wide there in turn 1. Egon trying to find space around the inside. No changes of position just yet. Everybody side by side here as they go through the tricky part of the track. Bit of contact there. I see someone in the wall. I do not know who that is. That is Freshly. Freshly with damage in the front and the back of his car, his Lexus. I think he may have oversteered and then had a bit of contact with some other drivers. He falls down to P13. King of Clubs right behind him, trying to make a move. I see some drivers with the medium compound. Remember that they have to use 2 tire compounds here in this race today. Smoking Halt starting up front with the mediums as well. And Egon, I called it in my head before speaking that out loud. He was too close to Smoking Halt. He is indeed with a soft rubber. You can hear the sound of the anti-lag, or as Mrs. Rallycross says, the percolator. Crownation now with the Lexus, having to put the Porsche aside, but matching liveries like that. He's up to P3 already, gets past Bells. Ooh, Bells super wide there through the bumps. So Crownation up to P2 already. What happened to Egon? Probably a mistake there. Lost the position. Egon with a soft. So it looks like the mediums seems to be the preferred tire compound for most of the drivers. We're gonna go through everybody in a bit as we're following here. Smoke and Hold still holding onto the lead down to the reverse grid, but Crown Nation is already up to P2. Come down the tunnel into a open left-hander through the trees. Crown Nation super close, breathing down Hold's neck. Even with a soft, loses the position to Bells there. Super bold move from Bells in the hairpin. Bells up to P3. Right, Crown Nation trying to get closer and get a good corner exit. Very good corner exit actually from Bells. You can see how much closer he is to Crown Nation than Crown Nation is to Smoke and Hold. It's not good enough to make a move, is it? No, he changes his mind. Slots back behind. But Bells going for some moves there. At the moment, he needs to make the best use possible of those soft tires, or he can go for an undercut, stop a little bit earlier. But normally if you start with the softer tires, you want to have some clean track. What is with the half a second penalty? Corner cutting, as you see Soonerman, the Red Bull livery, and the soft boots, is in P6. Flying Fox racing driver. Flashing the lights at Walters. Beardface, the winner of the sprint race, unable to make ground here in this race. Still P7, position where he started. Emma Racing up to P8, that's good. It's good progress for him. Gaining positions, but there's a lot more ground for him to cover. Chevy in P9, Tron Kobe in 10th, Krulov. Oh, I heard some noises here. Ah, that's Beardface. A half spin there for him. I just heard the tire noises. He's down to P11, the race winner. And the Provision Championship leader also struggling, but, well, actually no. Emma Racing taking advantage of the commotion. He's up to P7. Well, he inherited the position, wasn't it? That's good stuff for him. Really making a move there, up to P6 over Walters. As if this Lexus treats him any better. In terms of tire wear. It looks like most of the drivers are with the medium indeed. Freshly here in P11, Walters P12 with some damage. Didn't see where that happened, but he's got some damage. King of Clubs, hashtag not last. That is now Estes. We've seen Estes racing up front there in Mount Panorama, not doing so well here today at Trial Mountain. Maybe jet lag flying from Australia back to the US. Struggling a little bit with the track and the cars. It can always happen. Meanwhile, Crown Nation is a new race leader. Apologies for missing when that happened. Crown Nation, new race leader with Bells following him very closely. And Smoke and Hold under attack by Eagle. Quite attack just yet, but so you can see him looking there at the mirror. You start looking at the mirror while you're driving, you start to lose time. This car here has got so much grip, so much downforce. The guys are blasting through those S's, and Egon going around the outside, switches to the inside. Can he make a move? Not yet. But this car's absolutely glued to the road. This is Soonerman trying to survive the charge from MR Racing, who's P6 right now. I think he started like P13, 12 or 13, wasn't it? And he's up to P6 now. It's a great recovery race from the championship leader. I wonder where he's gonna be at the end of this, the end of today's race. Remember, this is only round 2 out of 12. Plenty more action to go throughout the year. And Soonerman is actually catching up with Egon and Smoking Holt as well. Smoking Holt and Soonerman that were teammates in the past when Holt was rocking the Flying Fox banner. Everybody here, no, Egon, yeah, with the softs. One of the only 2 drivers to start the race on softs. Lost a little bit of touch with Holt. He's now holding Soonerman. And MR Racing behind him. Soonerman swerving a little bit. We have lost control temporarily. It's a little bit too wide on the exit. MR Racing tries to find space on the inside, not close enough to make the move. The in-between tunnels, cycles through the mountains here, you can say. Blasting through those corners, and now Chevy is closing in. We haven't seen much of Chevy today. He's here in P7 now. How are the guys here at the exit of the tunnel? Not close enough. Holding on to P3 for the time being, but yeah, by the looks of it, it's more a matter of when rather than if. Will be another orange livery, orange and black, nice. Krulov, super close. Krulov had a little bit of incident at the start of this race, lost several positions. The race. Had a very good sprint race. Oh, yellow flag. As Holt in the wall, picks up some damage, caused the yellow flag, loses several positions. He's down to P10. Absolute disaster for my mate Holt. Elvis freshly coming with the overspeed there, super hungry, trying to make positions. Beardface as well. Beardface, who won the sprint race earlier today. Oh no, that's a spin! Beardface is in the wall, or just narrowly avoids it. There's a 180 back forward. It wasn't a full 360, it was 180 into 180. Brought the car to face forward again, keeps going, but that's P12, and that is pretty much it for his chances to score a good finish here in the main race of the night. King of Clubs down in P13 with Estes closing that gap. Estes with a 147.77 this last lap, while King of Clubs rocking a 43 personal and a 43 in the last lap. So I think Estes should be able to make the move to King of Clubs quite soon. Back to the front with Crown Nation's got the wipers on for some reason. Last race we had people with the wipers on, people with the blinkers on. And this time it's only the wipers. Nation and Bells, the top two. They have a huge gap to P3. Like 5 or 6 seconds to P3. Solid lead. Ego now has got clean track with those soft tires. That's what he wants. It's the fastest lap of the race as well, 1:39.340. But that is that's all to be beaten later on, because the other guys are gonna put fresh softs later on. So enjoy the provision of fastest lap when it remains. Best place Canadian in the race as well. But MR Racing 40 is up to P4. We saw him in an absolutely epic recovery race in Mount Panorama as well. If you missed the replay, just go back and watch that. I'll leave for the playlist after this. But amazing race from MR Racing 40. They're coming from the back after spinning early in the race to finish. I think P2 he was like super close to win the race, but I think it was P2 that he got in the end in the main race. So this lap is another 40.0. That's a decent lap for him. Chevy in P5 again with a 40.8. So the 40s seems to be the place to be with the mediums. So Kobe has a 40.4 but 41.1 in the last lap. Krulov P7 there with a 41.1, but he managed to dip into the 40s as well. He was going purple though. I saw Krulov going purple. Superman 40.9, his personal best. What is 40.0? Almost getting to the 39s. Nice. What has had a very good spring race as well. It's challenging up front at the start of this race. Struggling a little bit with consistency. He's got pace, but consistency sometimes is more important than raw pace. Freshly P11, Beardface P12, 40.029 PB. Oh, almost overshot that corner there. Looks like that, at least from that angle. He changes Elvis freshly. Gonna get to the 39s? Oh yes, 39.7. Weird face is flying. 17 laps to go. King of clubs with a 41.9. Is improving now. 2 laps into the 41s. Is that it? Yeah, 2 laps into the 41s. Seems to be finding his pace. And Estes as well into the 41s. So that's the battle for the hashtag not last. Race leader, Crown Nation. P2 in the sprint. Provisional P1. Some solid points for him. It's going to be very good for his championship hopes. Too early to call that, maybe. It's only second round, but you know, if you have a strong start, put the pressure to the opponents. You know, you get them to make a mistake, choose the wrong GR3 car, you know, wrong tire strategy, that kind of thing. About the mind games. Eagle with the softs start to show some signs of wear there. You see the guys here in the background to the right to get the apexes. Just look at that, mate. That's blasting like 280. They're almost at the limiter. Let me see this is gonna be guys further back here. Let me see hold. Yeah, 280. And literally still in the limiter, these GR2 cars are absolute weapons. They don't have the same top speed as the GR3s, you know, but they have so much more acceleration, so much more downforce. It's Freshly there, tries to make a move. Three-way into the tunnel. Freshly's close enough. Yes, Freshly's close. But if they hit the limiter, they can't do anything. These are the same cars. And that's it, he's done it. Freshly's up to P10 before the corner. He's got the inside line. Holt tries to go around the outside. And he goes around the outside the long way. Holt gets back to P10. Super, super bold move. Holding the position there. It's Beardface now trying to attack Elvis Freshly as well. What a move there around the outside, and Soonerman, the first man, well, sooner than anyone else, hits the pits. You know, honoring the name, trying to change those softs into mediums. It's only Soonerman and Egon racing with softs, starting on softs rather. And everybody has to use 2 compounds. So king of clubs, Estes, and now Soonerman right behind them. First man into the pits today. Go back to the front in Crown Nation. Continues to lead 39.441. That's a very nice lap. Close to the fastest lap of the race, and he's on medium tires. While Egon holds the fastest lap so far. Did that on soft. He had 39 and 39, you know, 2 laps in a row, but that was a couple of laps ago now. His tires are not as fresh anymore. We're gonna have to pull into the pits very soon. There he goes. Called it. So Strutt is at 1 lap more than Soonerman, but yeah, we've seen some people overstretching the tires at Mount Panorama and costing them precious points. Some people, you know, can overstretch the tires. I personally rather not. Race now inherits P3. He was not too far back from Egan, and he has the advantage of putting the softs in the second part of the race. So who knows? Looking at a podium here, some 10 to 12 seconds behind Bells though. So it's 40 here. Yeah, 11 seconds give or take. Between P2 and P3. Not impossible, but even for Emma Racing, it's going to be difficult to challenge the top 2 men here who have absolutely the same tire wear. And look at Crown Nation going purple with the medium boots. Guys are a bit more scattered here in this main race, but the strategies, all the strategies, you know, started to take shape. Let's see how this is gonna go. Some people might decide to stretch their medium tires as well. Oh, if anything, no, you would try to pit earlier so you can get the softs earlier. But then again, too many laps on the softs, that may cost you, you know, time at the end of the race. Fastest lap of the race so far, Crown Nation, almost dipping into the 38s with worn out mediums. So I wonder if we're gonna see a 37, perhaps, you know, with the softs. Also the 40.4 is 1.4 seconds slower than Crown Nation in this lap. So the gap growing bigger. Also into the 40s here for Emma Racing. Crown Nation seems to be in a league of his own here in this track today. He was very close to Beardface in the sprint race. The two Porsches. RWB Chevy 210 and D Walters, P4 and P5 respectively. Through the Sequoias here. Oh, Hurston Timerise and Bells early into the pits, going for the undercut. Interesting. We're talking about strategies here, you know, when trying to mess up with your opponents early into the pits, and the guy's gonna be like, "What's going on?" You know, if you just make them think that for a second, 1 second they're not thinking about the next corner, they might end up in a wall. He's gonna come back. Ooh, maybe went to the pits a little bit too early. He comes back behind Waters and Chevy. How close are they though? Yeah, Tron Kobe right behind as well. Soft tires, they get up to temperature quite quickly, but the cold tires right out of the pits. Maybe Bells having a bit of a moment there with Tron Kobe. He's got pretty worn out mediums already actually. Much more than Krulov at least, for example. So the Lexus making another big here with the tire wear. Different Lexus, different driver, but still. So Bells creating the gap already. First of the front runners into the pits. Now we're gonna keep an eye on his lap times. Actually, keep an eye here on Crown Nation. Where's the pit entry here? It's further back. Staying out. Emma Racing is also staying out. Let's see, anyone else going early? Is the pits? Nope, not Chevy, not Waters. And that's Bells already. So ideally for Bells, he needs to hope that the guys in front go in early, so he doesn't lose too much time behind them, and he can gain onto Crown Nation. Pretty much everyone else staying out. It's only Bells with the early pit strategy. Well, Egan as well, but he was in soft, doesn't count. Egan with the mediums, hitting P7. Well, we should be going soon. Holds up to P9, and while Elby's got a fresh penalty. Yellow flag, who's that? I see someone on the wall, that's Egon. That's Egon in the wall at the entrance of the tunnel. That could have ended up really, really badly if we had some serious damage mechanics in this game. Fortunately, the other drivers, they were far enough that they didn't hit him. They had enough time to avoid each other. Look at Beardface fighting King of Clubs here in P12. Now, what happened here? Is it a King of Clubs making up ground, or Beardface? No, that's Beardface with the pit stop. You saw there the red time on the screen. So he just put fresh softs. Came back in the middle of traffic which is not ideal. Well, King of Clubs going in now. So people going for about 11 laps, the most conservative guys. The guys that started on soft. Let's see here again. Who is it again? Where's Egon? So Egon went in on lap 13, I think that is. Yes, he went 13 laps on soft. So, and he wasn't that worn out actually. So, you know, Bell's strategy of pitting early, look at that, 39.008, fastest lap of the race now. So, Bell's strategy of pitting early, it's not bad actually. He should be able to go the distance with these tires. Of course, Crown Nature is going to have fresher tires towards the end of the race, but you know, Crown Nation now should get the undercut, and that means that Crown Nation have to pass him on the track. The problem for Bells is that he's catching up with Chevy. He has already caught up with Chevy. He's pulling up to the side, and there he goes into the pits. Perfect strategy for Bells. Now, how far behind is he? So as he crosses the line, I'm going to move back to Crown Nation. You can see the time. Let's go. 17 seconds behind. That's another. It's a 38.8. Flying. Absolutely flying. PhD Bells. 18 seconds gap, so 17 seconds gap, give or take. I think Bell's gonna get in the pits. He should come out in front. Because Crown Nation's clocking 40. You know, Bell's doing 38, 39. Yeah, those are good laps. He lost 14 seconds in the pit lap. The gap is 17, should come out 3 seconds in front. If my calculations are right. And that is if Crown Nation doesn't lose more time now with mistakes with the medium tires. We're not, there he goes in now. 3 seconds behind. Let's see. Let's go with Bells. It should be a close-ish merge at the pit exit. I think Bell's gonna get it, and then as we see Crown Nation pulling out. Car's on the ground now. He's coming out. Where's Bells? Bell's coming around the outside. Oh, that's actually closer than I thought. No, in Crown Nation, it's actually still got the lead. Amazing work by the mechanics of the team there, NRV team, NVR team, sorry. And he holds on to the lead. Maybe fuel? Yeah, look at that. He didn't put any fuel. Crown Nation. Bell's got a lot more. So maybe, you know, those 3 seconds that I called were exactly the refueling difference. Strategies. Can Bells still fight for the win here? I think he can. Krulov. It's a Krulov last race that he just kept going with the mediums. I think it was him. I think P3 at the moment, but that's provisional because he's yet to stop. It's interesting to see the difference in the fuel of the guys. So MR Racing, he has stopped already. He has refueled a little bit. I think pretty much everyone else has already, especially the front runners. The only one that has not is Krulov. Crown Nation and Bells. They're very close. Let's see the time here for this lap. 51. And that's about a 2-second gap between them two. Let's give or take what it was before the pits as well. 8 from Bells. Now Crown Nation's got hits in his tires. So he got a 51 in his pits. I've lost it here now, but I think it was 54 that I had said before. Was it? No, 56. That's it. So that's a 5-second difference in the pits. The pit lap between them two. Yeah. It's a much quicker pit stop by Crown Nation. And 3 seconds I said he would come in front, and 2 seconds that he has advantage on the track. That's the difference there of the pits. That's the beauty of refueling races, isn't it? I do enjoy that. Right, going through the grid again. Chevy here, P5, Walters, Egan, Beardface. We may have a battle here. Beardface managed to get the jump already. It's quite quick actually, didn't waste any time. Unless Egan was, oh yes, damage the front, maybe he nudged the wall, didn't see the camera. Crew up into the pits, should come out around here I guess, maybe in front of these guys even. Soonerman with the damage as well. He's got the blinkers on. What happened? Halt with the softs. So, wait a minute, Soonerman? Yeah, Soonerman, he was the first on stop. He started on softs, he's now on mediums. Right. He's turned off the blinkers now. Smoke and hook with the softs should be able to get past Soonerman a bit. The tunnel, the ex-teammates. I think there was a little love tap there. And hold backed off. Twisty part of the track. You can make or lose a lot of time in this part. Lost a little bit of contact actually. That middle section into the tunnel. He's got more grip. Kobe destroying the front right. Look at the difference in the tire wear here. To the drivers. It's definitely driving style thing. Freshly P12, King of Clubs, P13 and Estes. This time he's the last man standing. Up today. Crown Nation race leader. 2 seconds gap to PHG Bells. Got 6 laps, 5.5 laps to go. Everything still to play for. Racing now with the fastest lap of the race, 37.992. We are into the 37s, baby. It's a very good recovery race for Emma Racing, and very bad luck there in the sprint race. It's making up for it here, the main race. Some people close together here in the map. The Soonerman and Holt. Let's watch this battle. Holt unable to take advantage of the extra grip that he's got. The winner on the inside is a nice move that we saw. Holt winner on the outside before. Tried the inside, didn't work out. He was nowhere near close enough to make an actual move there. Don't try. You're never gonna get anything. People that don't make mistakes and people that don't do anything. Let's 11. And just notice there as well on Holt is rocking the simple custom 64 decal on his door. That's made of mine here. Lives in Japan in Hiroshima. He makes customized hot wheels miniatures. So the garage here in the back, that's made by Simple Customs 64. Maybe I'll show the video to you guys at the end of the stream. Amazing stuff. Oh, trying to make a move around the inside. Oh, going for the switch there, Soonerman. Can he make it? No, he can. He lost it. Very nice move from Smoking Hold. He's up to P9. Gas pass and should be able to get away now. Soonerman now under attack from Tron Colby. The Fox is fighting for position now. ROV up front, and that's Crown Nation 37500. We are into the 37s indeed, but look at the fuel left for Crown Nation. I am wondering, did he make a mistake? Did he rush it to get out in front of PhD Bells and came out of the pits with not enough fuel? I wonder. And what happened to Bells? Bells got a 52 in the previous lap. That isn't like him. That's surely that has been a mistake. Like he made a mistake, and that cost him a lot of time. Like a lot of time. So much so that MR Racing now can take P2 from him. Well, still got a bit more fuel, tiny bit more fuel than MR Racing. I think the one that has to be worried here, that's Crown Nation. He's opening lap 25. There's 3 more laps to go. He's got the fastest lap of the race. Bells, we know he's quick. MR Racing is very quick as well. He had the fastest lap of the race a few laps now, a few laps ago. Crown Nation stole that. Just looking at the tires, so Bell's got a little bit more wear at the rear than MR Racing. And MR Racing stopped later. Interesting. Some grass onto the track. Rulop P5, that's a good position for him. He's going purple, 37.111. Flying, absolutely flying Rulop with a super fresh soft air. Oh, and a nudge in the wall. Commentator's curse hits again. Beardface in P6. It's actually a solid recovery. We thought he was not going to be able to recover. He's won pretty much from start to finish in the sprint race. Fell down to the back of the pack here in the main race. Now he's up to P6. It's not a podium, but there's some good solid points there. He's going to put him in contention for the early championship run. Waters P7, Egan, Smoking Hold, Tron, Kobe, Soonerman. Fresh there, quite close, trying to make a move. King of Clubs now with a penalty. And then S is also with a penalty. Let's go up to the front front-ish. Okay, so the gap between Bells and Emma Racing with 2 laps to go has grown a little bit more. And Crown Nation seems to have enough fuel yet. It seems to be just about enough, but I think he's got enough of a gap that he doesn't have to worry about it anymore. Maybe Bells did put the pressure to Crown Nation. We see that Bells actually is a much more fuel-hungry driver than Crown Nation, but he's softer on the rubber. Final few corners to open the final lap, Crown Nation. I think that might just about be enough fuel for him. Just about. He's got the gap. Final lap. Opens the final lap of the race, followed by PhD, Bells and Emma Racing, the top 3 drivers. Let's go with him here for his final lap. Out of the first tunnel. The first hairpin, left, right. Then left into the other, the long tunnel. So a lot of people kissing the walls here today. And that's definitely enough fuel. Through the Sequoias, just a few more S's to go. See the map there in the top right, the back of the pack is quite tight. That's going to be an interesting finish for those guys. Crown Nation, 2 corners to go, 2 corners between him and the race win. This is round 2 of the Toyota GR Cup, brought to you by Sector 7 Racing. Round 2 here in Trial Mountains, the North America GP. And the race winner for the main race today is Crown Nation. Amazing race from him, making up a few positions at the start of the race, and takes a solid and strong win, followed by PhD Bells. Little mistake towards the end there stole him the chance of fighting for the win, but that's a super solid result at P2. And amazing recovery by Emma Racing, starting at the back of the pack finishing the podium. Chevy takes P4, Krulov in 5th, and Beardface also very good recovery in this race as well. The winner of race 1, the sprint race, takes P6 here in the main race. Walters is 7th, Egan, the other Canadian, is coming around the corner now, the final 2 corners. Oh, he's out of fuel. Almost. Yeah, he's gonna make it. That's P8 for him. That's out of fuel now. Whoa, that's tight, man. Hold P9. Elvis, Freshly, Colby, and Suneman. 4 drivers super close together. Very nice bit of action here towards the end of the race for these guys. King of Clubs will take P13, and Estes, the last man to cross the finish line today. There he is. But here are the official results for you on the screen. It's Crown Nation, PhD Bells, Emma Racing, the top 3 drivers, followed by Chevy Krulov, Beardface, Walters, and Egon. Krulov there in P5 with the fastest lap of the race, 37.111. Absolutely epic racing here tonight, both in the sprint and the main race. Love that the guys put up a hell of a show. Toyota GR Cup, guys. That's some souvenir from the Rally Japan I went to last year, but just a nice product placement here. Thanks again, Sector 7 Racing, for organizing this tournament. Big shout to those guys. Kurt Denninger here, your host for today. Always a pleasure being here with you guys. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, watch the other races as well. And I see you guys in a couple of weeks for race 3. Let's just have a look at the schedule one more time here. We will be in Brazil, my home race, at the end of the month on the 25th. The actual race, the broadcast for this broadcast here will be available a couple of days later. I am from Brazil. I grew up near Interlagos, been there a few times. It's an amazing track, and I bet it's gonna be a hell of a race for these guys as well. Thanks one more time, guys, for joining the stream. Like, subscribe. I see you guys around, and peace.